I first became aware of the CRUD problem on day one of my postdoc through a project called CASTLE, the Consortium for Advanced Simulation of Light Water Reactors. But they became aware of the problem through a bunch of meetings with an industry council, a group called EPRI, or Electric Power Research Institute. So I started going to their meetings. It's invitation only, but they let me in for some reason. And I got to see a bird's eye view of what problems does industry have, what have they been doing to tackle them, how much is it costing them, which ones are really scaring them. And the one that scared them and continues to do so to this day is CRUD. It's unpredictable, it's radioactive. They think they've solved it and then they make one change to the plant and it comes back again. And you tweak the water chemistry in the plant to try to make something else better and the CRUD comes back, or it changes form. And so I was asking people, what are you doing about it? And they said, oh, well, we buy more fresh fuel, sounds expensive. We run our plants at lower power, sounds expensive. We clean it off more frequently, sounds expensive. And I got to thinking, well, what if we could just make it go away? And I was told by a lot of people had tried that kind of stuff, but were open to new ideas. So I was thrilled to hear from all these folks that I knew better than me, were open to new ideas. So I started thinking about, well, what are the things we could stop? We could stop the corrosion from happening. No, you really can't. Reactors are made out of metal. Unless you want to make them out of gold, there's going to be a little bit of corrosion. We could try to filter out the CRUD. No, we can't. Because the expression in industry is there's no better filter than the fuel. You can put filters in line with the coolant all you want, but they can only take so much water. And the boiling on the fuel is a great way to concentrate all that crap in the worst possible place. So I said, let's change the fuel. Let's make it impervious to CRUD sticking. Add an adhesion-resistant coating so that even if the CRUD is floating around in the plant, it can't stick to the fuel. And they were like, you're on. Here's $40,000. Show us something that says we should give you more. I wasn't working here at the time. I was a postdoc, so I wasn't faculty, but they took a chance. They call it the Polaris program, the high-risk, high-reward sort of shooting for the North Star, right? We got some results that showed some materials looked like they might be CRUD resistant. So they upped the funding a little more, then they upped it a little more, they kept renewing it. And eventually, between a consortium between EPRI, working with Exelon, a utility, working with Westinghouse, a fuel vendor, we've uncovered some 50-year-old science that everyone's known about, but nobody realized there's this little quirk in the math that describes how to make a CRUD-resistant coating. So we took someone else's theory and materials that already existed, and we just said, hey, take this here, take that there, slap them on nuclear fuel, and it should stop the CRUD from sticking. And in the lab, it does. In the atomic force microscope, it does. In our flowing reactor loop, it does. Right now, our materials are in the MIT reactor in the final test before putting them in a commercial plant in 2019. So this adventure started back in 2010. I had always hoped that my stuff would take about 5 years to get to industry. This was 9, not bad. Considering in nuclear, things usually take 20 to infinity years to ever make it into the real world. So we are scheduled for what's called a lead test rod, or an LTR test in a commercial plant, which I can't say which one yet, in 2019.